Hello, everybody. Welcome to LT Outdoors Sunday Night Live. Tonight, I'm going to be talking mostly about trapping as well as the rifle deer season opener here in Michigan. I had a fun one, that's for sure. I didn't get a buck, obviously, or there'd be a video out, but I did see a lot of really cool stuff yesterday, so that was fun. Now, I wanted to hunt again today, but running the trap line was probably a bad idea at this point in time because it's making it hard to hunt. But Gemma is trying to show me her antlers. Such a cow. You're like a big seal. But yeah, I hope you guys are all having a good week. Like I said, it was fun for me. I'll tell some stories tonight about what happened during my rifle opener. It was definitely a very interesting day. I had a lot of action. It was pretty incredible. I had one big 6-point out in front of me, but the tag I have now has to be 4 on the side. So, hey Richard, how you doing, buddy? Hey there, Benny. Good evening. But yeah, it was definitely a worthwhile opener, that's for sure. Ended up with seeing a lot of deer, and I seen a lot of bucks. I don't know how well it's going to show on the video. I mean, you guys know, if you watch my videos, you know that the GoPros, they make 30 yards look like 100 yards, so it really sucks. As far as I need to get a camera one day that'll show things from a distance. But I did have some nice bucks come in, and they were all within, I mean, easy shooting range, probably 80 yards. And I called some in, which was fun. I rattled some in. I grunted some in. I even had one all worked up, puffed out neck and all, and stomping, and almost, just because I was grunting, I got him almost to beat up a 4-point. So, but it was definitely a fun day. Got lots of stuff to talk about. Rick, I don't know if he might have a buck for all I know. He was out hunting tonight, and he's not on yet, but he had a cool story. Yesterday, Rick actually had a bobcat walk up within like 5 feet of his feet, and he was sitting on the ground. There's Rick. Yeah, he actually had a bobcat walk right up to him, and he was talking to it, which I would have too. I mean, that'd be so cool. But yeah, he's sitting there talking to it and everything. Big old bobcat walk right up to him and didn't even care. I guess he stood there for a few minutes. So that's really cool. Hey sis, how you doing? Hey there, John. Hey John, what's up, buddy? I appreciate you hitting that thumbs up. Please, guys, if you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up button. It definitely helps out the channel, so thank you very much. But yeah, the bobcat walking up would have been so exciting. Absolutely. The only things other than deer that I had walk up to me yesterday was, squirrels. I had a big fox squirrel walking right in front of me, but I also had a flock of turkeys, which you'll see on the video. There was, I think, 10 or 12 that walked right next to the blind, so it was pretty cool. That's for sure. But like I said, I was able to call in some bucks yesterday. It was just a real exciting day. I mean, I raised the rifle and looked through the scope several times because, I just wasn't sure if they were shooters or not. But yep, didn't see anything that I'd shoot yesterday. I mean, that 6, if I hadn't already shot a 6, I would have shot him because it was a nice buck. He was probably bigger than the 6 that I got, but yeah, lessons learned. But it was still a fun day yesterday, and like I said, seeing a lot of animals, and it's the first time I've ever been able to really rattle some in, which was pretty exciting. And I know that's what brought in all 3. I had 3 bucks at one time in front of me. I had a spike, I had a 6-point, and I had a 4-point all out in front of me at one time. So yeah, it was pretty awesome. And right now, I've been having bucks dropped off. Today alone, I had, what I have, 6? Yeah, 6 of them dropped off today. So I'm actually at 58 right now. When I get off, I've been skinning all day long between beavers and muskrats and deer. And when I get off tonight, I got to do 3 more deer. So, oh, I seen you posted something about that on Facebook, Mike. Something about the guy. Did you say the guy got in your blind or something? Or no, that's right. He got in your face and he was trying to film you or something like that. Yeah, 2 Johns. Yeah. There's usually a couple on there. But yeah, guys, I've been mostly trapping this week. I kind of picked a bad time, I guess, to run a trap line because a rifle opening up. However, trapping season, whenever I do trapping videos, I always gain a bunch more subscribers, and they're always great people. I mean, trappers in general, it's always a bunch of good people. We all kind of click. So I'm happy to have some trapping content and draw some more trappers onto here, as well as getting more views on those. Hey, Driven, how you doing tonight, buddy? Good evening. I hope you had a good hunt. Wow. Wow, that's crazy, Mike. Tore the blind out. So why were the cops, why in the heck were they after you then? That's pretty crazy. That's a little more than pretty crazy. That's on public land too. That's rough. But yeah, I've been trapping. I wanted to talk to you guys tonight about fur prices too. I'm probably gonna pull. I love catching muskrats. I'm gonna say this right now. I love catching them. They're super easy to put up, super easy to skin and flesh. I mean, it literally minutes to have them skinned out and on the board like this. I mean, that makes it not just fun catching them, but working them too. It's just so easy, and to me, it's relaxing. I really like working on muskrats, but the fact the prices are down so much on muskrats, I guess it's only $1 to $2, and that's only for the bigger ones like that. So I think I'm gonna pull out as far as that goes. However, I think I'm going to start. Um, I think I'm going to start putting out more. I might double up the beaver line. They're not all that much either. I mean, they're definitely a lot more than rats. They're around $20 for a big beaver. So it's definitely a lot more worth it. But I know if I lay some more steel for beavers, I can catch a lot more. Plus, I love eating them. They're delicious. Hey, Max, how you doing, brother? Yeah, the skulls definitely help. Yeah, that's and I'm glad I'm building more and more with the Euro mounts because every single year, that's how I'm able to catch up on taxes and things. I mean, I couldn't do that without all the people dropping off deer heads. So 25-year-old, oh my God, that's yeah, I would have laid him out. I don't blame you. Yeah, $1 to $2. I guess it's and from what I've read too, it's tough to sell some of them. Like the smaller muskrats, they're probably going to throw away, and I hate that. I hate the idea, and and it happens a lot when I bring stuff to the fur buyer. If I mean, sometimes he'll pull one aside. Well, that's a little one. He'll just throw it in the trash. So, I mean, it sucks. You put all that time and work into them, and yeah. But yep, it's only $1, $2 for muskrats this year, so it's really not much. And beavers, not only are beaver prices decent, 15, $20 is probably your average for a beaver. However, you can also sell, there's a good market for castor. There's always a good market for the castor. Now, the castor glands, as far as I know, I wrote down here so I wouldn't forget, they're going between 25 and $40 a pound, which kind of the going rate. Usually get about $30 a pound for it. So, and honestly, it doesn't take much to make up a pound. I mean, you get, especially with these big beavers I'm catching, like this guy behind me here. You catch one like that, I mean, you get big old castor glands in them. So, yeah. So no, but I'm betting you are. So yeah, it's really nice. I'm able to save up these castor glands, and all you got to do is dry them. I just pin them to the wall, and every 3 days I flip them, and then after 6 days they're ready. I just toss them in a jar and put them in the fridge, and they're good to save. But yeah, there's always a market on castor glands, no matter what. And I don't think I've ever seen the market on that really drop off too bad. Same with beavers. People like to make beaver blankets and stuff like that. So yeah, beavers are always kind of a good sell. Hey, Jason, how you doing, buddy? But the big, and I'm gonna say this because it was brought up, I think last week, but the big seller this year, guys, is hey Jake, hey Finn, wild camping. I guess it depends on where you're talking, Finn Attic, because if you're on, let's say if you want to camp out at one of the, you know, actual campsites that they have made up, like along the Asable rivers and stuff, like below Cook and Five Channels, for those you have to actually pay. to stay. It's cheap, but yes, I mean, as far as if you just wander out in the woods on some state land, you can camp wherever you want. It is allowed. You just the only rule, and I believe it was 15 days. You're only allowed to stay in a certain spot for so many days. I believe it was 15. Don't quote me, but I think that's it. And then after that 15 days, all you got to do is move like 100 yards or something. You just can't live in a spot. But yes, you're allowed to camp out. So. But yeah, I was talking guys about the skunks. They're going, and the price, as far as I know, went up more. It's like 30 to $50 for skunks, for a good white skunk right now, and that's insane. But what sucks is this is the hard time of year for us to get them. Once it cools down, they're not denned up totally yet, but they're at the point when it gets cold, they'll start denning up and kind of getting ready for winter. And they will move in winter. Don't get me wrong; they will move some in winter, but it's definitely harder to find them this time of year. And even on the side of the road and stuff, people must be grabbing them because I haven't been seeing any at all. Um, well, that makes sense too, because I mean, I don't know why anybody would want to, if you're going to camp, I don't know why you'd want to camp near a real campsite anyway. I'm assuming the guy wants to get out in the wild, but yeah, I did get out for gun opener. Yep, I'll talk about that some more. Hey, Leonard. But yeah, the skunks, the prices are insane. I might make a post on Facebook. In fact, I know I will. When I get off tonight, I'm going to make a post and just say free skunk removal and see what that can drum up. Because, hey there, Bill. I definitely want to get in on this. I've always loved trapping skunks anyways, and I love even skinning them. They look nice, but I've never had a high market like this on skunk, and I would love to get in on this. So I'm hoping I can get into some skunks. But like I said a few minutes ago, I will be pulling my muskrat line, and I think I'm going to focus on beaver for a bit, just to get the numbers up on my beaver count. As of today, I am up to 12. I got 4 more beavers, so I'm at 12 beavers right now. But yeah, you were saying that, and a couple other people were. But yeah, I guess the prices, from what I've seen, they're actually going up more, and it's a crazy market. And the only reason, I mean, I guess you can get like $30 just for a tail. If you find a big skunk that has a mostly white tail, and you cut that tail off, you can sell it for like $30, just the tail. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I'm hoping I can get in on that. I definitely did my research with it, and yeah, it's legit. So hoping I can get in on it, but we'll see. But yeah, for right now, I'm running a water line, which is costly. I mean, you figure the gas running back and forth to the rivers and stuff, as well as the gas on the river going up and down, plus the time put in on it. I mean, I had it planned. I wanted to rifle hunt all yesterday and all today, or at least half of today, but I had to get out and check those traps today, and I did it as fast as I could, and I still didn't get home in time to go out deer hunting. So yeah, it was kind of a mess on my part. Now if I do pull all the muskrat and I swap over to just beaver, it should cut my time down, and then I can get out hunting more, because I'm trying to rifle hunt a lot more this week. It was definitely a lot of fun, and like I said earlier, yesterday I was out all day rifle hunting, and it was really cool. In the morning, I had, the first deer I seen, it was around 9 o'clock. I had a spike come in. I was all excited just to see a buck right away. And then I had some does come in. I seen about 15 bucks, or 15 does and bucks yesterday morning. And then later in the evening, I seen way more than that. I seen a lot of deer in the evening. And that was when I rattled. I've never rattled in deer before, but I've been working on it this year. And I rattled in 3 bucks at one time, between the rattle and the grunts. When those bucks would come in, and I'd see they were all pissy and stomping around, I'd hit that grunt, and man, it would work them up. So it was definitely a lot of fun. Like I said, though, as far as I'll make a video with it all, because I was excited about it, but I can't say the video is going to turn out good, because 15 yards on a GoPro looks like 100. I mean, it's stupid how far things look on that GoPro. Kind of like, when you guys seen me shoot my 1 buck, you can hardly see the stuff. I mean, it's ridiculous. And you try to zoom in on it, and then it blurs it out. So I don't know. I need better camera sets for sure. But Yeah, but that's the thing though, Jason, is this time of year you won't see as many. Like they're going into their pre-hibernation. So I mean they don't hibernate fully because if they get some warm ups they will pop out in the winter and wander around. But for the most part they're denning up right now. So that's why you don't see so many. But it sucks too because where I was metal detecting, I know there is a whole bunch of skunks. I mean I seen all the holes and everything and but if I could legally set out there, but somebody'd probably steal them. I don't trust that. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. But he never came in, huh? Must have been way out. Yeah, I had plenty of chances at deer this weekend. The bucks, the ones that I called in with the grunt. In fact, the one that I mean, there was a big six, and he come in and he was kind of the big dude, I guess, because he was pushing everybody else around. But when he walked past me, I kept raising the rifle, and because I need a buck that has four on one side or more. That's just the law with my tag. So when this buck came in, I kept looking at him. I'm like, come on, he's got to have a fourth. But all I could see was three on each side. They were wide, but it's all I could see was three. So when he got past, it was messing with me in my head about it. Man, maybe he had an extra one. So I grunted again, and he turned around and came back. He was already 100 yards past me. The grunt brought him right back in. So it was a lot of fun. Still bow season there. Yeah, it rifle opened for us yesterday, so I will be doing. Rifle season's only a couple weeks, so I am going to try to get out and rifle hunt as much as I could. I have not tagged out on bucks in quite a while. I don't think I have any videos tagging out on bucks. So I'm hoping to get my second buck and have it on camera. But oh yeah, they really were, John. Yep. And that's usually my time to shine. I was shocked. Well, I'm kind of bummed, and Rick knows. I can't remember what did Rick, was it six? I ended up, Bob Lammy that owns the damn store called me, and I think I caught six skunks under his house, and they were all big, beautiful skunks. One of them was completely white. I mean, a guaranteed $30, $40 skunk, and I released them all like an idiot. If I would have known that the skunk prices were going to jump like that, I would have kept them all. But yeah, but they were, it was six. I thought so. Yeah, six skunks, and they were all, I mean, really big, a lot of white, exactly what the market's looking for. But now it's tough. I mean, I wish I could get out and get more. Four different bucks. See, that's exciting, and that's what I love. Just like I said yesterday, I seen a lot of bucks too. This is a great time of year because before those bucks lock up on their does, they're running constantly, pushing these does around, trying to find the ones that are in heat. So it's a lot of fun. I will be back out tomorrow. I'm skipping what I'm gonna do because I'm running in the state of Michigan. If you're running a kill trap line like I am with just conibears, or if I had drowner rods and stuff down, as long as the animals will be dispatched by the time I get there, I can let them go for 48 hours. So I don't like doing it, but I need to hunt too. So I'm going to do a skip day here and there. Like yesterday, I hunted all day. Today, I went check traps. Tomorrow, I'll hunt all day. I'll go check traps the next day. So it should be fun. I'm just going to kind of keep flip flopping. And honestly, I'm overdoing it. I've got so much going on right now between deer heads and all that. And yeah, I probably shouldn't have put out the line, but like I said a few minutes ago, guys, I had to put that line out because I haven't been getting very many views. I mean, my views on videos and stuff have really sucked the past couple months. My money, I think I'm down to 200, maybe less than 200 a month right now from YouTube pay. Like it's dropping fast. I don't like it, but there's nothing I can do about it. Hey, brand new, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying, man, because I know at least there was a couple big ones around. There's a lot of guys here that hunt, so who knows? They could have got picked off for all I know, but I know it sure does, John. Yeah, yeah, and I sucks is too is I truly like skunks. I think they're to me they're just like a cat. So I get a rush releasing them. I mean it's because there's always that chance you're going to get sprayed. So I really love that rush. But releasing them, they usually walk right around you and sniff you and everything else. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, but the problem though, Bill, and this is what sucks. The freezers, like I have two big stand-up freezers. I don't like running them unless I have to, which I do for this time of year. They are completely packed. In fact, I didn't want to do it, but I went through my meat freezer yesterday and I took out as much stuff as I could just to fit. I've got one head in here right now, and yeah, I mean, not just that, but I have to skin the heads, cut the tongues out, the eyes out, the brains out, the bottom jaw off, and I trim as much meat as I can. So it does take me probably 20 minutes to a half hour just to do a head because I work pretty hard on them. But because my goal is to get as much done as I can so the bugs don't have to do much, and hopefully, can clean fast. But it's been slow lately. My bugs are only doing 4 a week. So happy Sunday, Daniel. How are you? Hey there, Emmett's Gaming. How's it going? I hope you're having a good week. Beetles, man, I'm hoping. I think my main tank is picking up. What sucks is I spent almost $100 last week to get a new colony, and I started a new freezer, but it ended up getting overheated in there, and I think it killed most of them off. So I'm like starting fresh again. I should have got things fixed up better. I think next year I'm going to try to have at least 4 freezers going full of bugs. That way I can keep on my toes, because I know I'm going to hit 100, no problem. I mean, I'm already, oh, that's right. You're the one with I did. Yeah. I like the website. But like I said, I started an Etsy. I'm trying to see how that's going to go. Just cause I don't know what it'll all take to even get the pay and stuff going on that website. But honestly, I don't even know. Pretty soon I might just have to stop my lures because I'm not getting sales. I'm really not. And I have so much stock and everything. It's depressing, especially with the stores. They're not buying much, so that makes it tough. But yeah, the website was cool though. I did like that. Yeah, I'll show you what I mean. I told you, like I said, I put as much work into them as I can just to try and quick it up for the bugs. So really there's not much on there, but the problem is as soon as that meat and stuff starts to get dry from the heat, then it's harder for them to eat it. But yeah, I literally scoop all the brains out and all that. I do all this much work on every single head, and that's 58 heads now that I've done, but I'm running out of room. This one's in my meat freezer, which I really didn't want to have to do, and I can probably only fit maybe one more in there if I stack right. I have never been good at the game of Tetris, and that is exactly what I have to get these damn things in here. No, I can't shut it. There. That was a nice buck, yep. I've had some good ones dropped off, man. I've had a lot of 8s, some small ones, and the biggest, most points I've had so far has been 10s. I've had a few 10s dropped off, but yeah, I know. That's the worst part about being an entrepreneur is you just got to keep changing stuff up. I got people messaging me like crazy. I can't respond. But yeah, like I said, today I had a bunch of bucks dropped off. I'm up to 58 that I've done now, and it's getting crazy. And then, today I went on the river, checked my line. I had 3 beavers today and 5 rats. And hopefully you guys watched my trapping video, but in that one I ended up getting 5 beavers and 7 rats. So, but like I said, guys, I love catching muskrats. They're very easy to put up. It's putting in the work and stuff is super fun. I like it. It's relaxing. But these are only going for $1 to $2. So to put in that work and the gas money in that, it's not quite worth it. So I'm gonna pull. I think Tuesday I'm gonna pull my muskrat traps, and I might hit the beavers a little harder. Yeah, eBay was good to me for a while, but they ended up screwing me in the long run. So I was making over $1,000 a month on eBay. That was it worked great, but all it took though was a few fake people making bad reviews on there, which they were fake. I mean, that's all it takes, and it drops you right off. Hey there, Nubs. Yes, I do. I sell my pelts. I've got a big beaver put up right here, and they call these big ones, they call blanket beavers because literally they're already pretty much a blanket. So, but I've been catching some nice beavers. I do put up my own fur, and I sell my stuff. Last year or a couple years ago, I was tanning. I just seen that, Slate. How you doing? I was tanning my own stuff and selling it, but I'll tell you though, that chemical tan I was buying. I don't know if I still got some in here or not, but oh yeah, I do. I really don't like how that comes out, which sucks because I bought a bunch of this stuff. But this powder, the hides, I mean, yeah, they're tanned, but they don't come out very soft. They're not very pliable. So yeah, not real profitable at all. I mean, nothing. Honestly, John, nothing really is on YouTube. So the most whatever I can do, you need some pelts for moccasins. That would be cool. I've always wanted to make my own stuff. But like I mean, the problem is my stuff's all raw, so you'd have to get it tanned and everything else. I'm almost ready, Bill. I'm really not. The other day I mean, it was already iced up, and I'm like, give me a break, because I know that it's not time yet. Like, I think I get more mad when we freeze up way before time because I just know, hey, it's wasting time. Like, it's literally making it so I can't do anything, and I hate that. But yeah, brain is definitely the way to go. Couldn't agree more. I've done it, and I need to learn how to do it again. I haven't done it in a long, long time. And when I did do it, though, it turned out beautiful. There's no softer, better way than brain tanning. My buddy taught me how, but it's been like 8, 9 years. I haven't done it, so I'd have to relearn all that again. But it does. But it is time consuming too, though. That's the thing. I mean, you can make money on it, but well, t- just to make it short, Owen, brain tanning, you do end up having to boil down the brains. Not really boil down, but just make it hot enough where you can mix it into like a soup, which I'll tell you, it smells pretty weird. It's not a bad smell, but it's not a good smell. It's kind of hard to explain. But you heat up the brains, mix it into a soup, and you rub the brains all over the hide, and it's pretty interesting because literally every single animal, even humans, we have enough brain in our heads to tan our own hide. So interesting fact. I know it sucks, Slate. Like I've got my memory, I've got all kinds of memory issues, but I hate when I can learn something like that and feel like I've got it down, and then years later I can't even remember how to start. So yeah, the Euros are going pretty insane right now, man. They're pretty insane. I'm trying to fun facts with LT. I'm trying to get to 100 this year, which I honestly I don't think is going to be a problem. Last year by now I think I only had 12, and right now I'm at 58. So that tells you this is all the paperwork I have to keep. Um, let's see, last year's. I'll just look real quick. Okay, last year's by now, the 16th, 5, 10, 12, 13. I had 11 by now. So 11 is what I had right now, and last year I ended with 78. So I had 11 already, ended with 78. I really think that right now with 58, I should shatter 100. But I've been trying to push it for people. I'm trying to push people to be more, I guess, patient, because I've had some of these guys will drop a head off, and within a few days, hey, is it done yet? And it's like, okay, you dropped it off. Yeah, I can be quick, but you've already got 20 guys ahead of you. Like, it's hard. Most taxidermists will just tell you a year. I mean, and I get it now. They do that just to keep you off their butts for a while. So Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. Well, that's why I try to do multiple things too, though, John. Like I get paid on here, right? Like I said, I'm only getting about 200 this month. It's one of the lowest months that I've had in years, which I hate. But I get paid on here. I get paid on Facebook. I hope to get paid one of these days on TikTok. I get paid. Started my Etsy page selling jewelry, old vintage jewelry. I'm starting to make some money on that. Lures. Hides, every year skulls. I try to find as many. Yes, I could easily make more working at McDonald's than I do doing all this stuff combined, but this is what makes me happy. If I go to work at McDonald's, I'm not going to be happy. I'm going to hate my life. I'm going to hate every day. I'm not going to want to wake up in the morning. At least this stuff gives me a feeling of accomplishment and joy. I'll never make as much as a McDonald's employee, but at least I'm happy. So yeah, beetles can only do so much. That's why, I've got the 2 tubs started. I'm going to have to start a third. By the way, Rick, if you're still on here, I think I told you when my buddy John dropped off another freezer for me to fill with bugs. And he told me that he says, well, it might work. It just doesn't keep things cold enough. And I'm like, oh, cool. Thinking I could plug it in and at least keep some of the deer heads in there, the frozen ones. It don't work at all. I plugged it in. So, yeah, it's not gonna work, and so that sucks. But I'll start that tomorrow as a new bug box. And exactly, Bill. I mean, honestly, I can't think of another. I've worked. I don't talk about my employment, but I've worked a lot of different jobs in my life. I've painted airplanes. I've made Harley Davidson brake lines. I've fixed up airplane engine parts. I've made flooring. I've done so many different factory jobs and other things, but I didn't like it. I mean, obviously, sure, you can push through a job if you don't like it. I mean, a lot of people do, but it is about, I mean, you only live once and life is very short. I mean, you don't know when you're going to go. I could get hit by a bus tomorrow, right? I hope I don't, but I could. And at least if I died tomorrow, I could say that I lived a good life, that I tried my best to enjoy as many things as I could. But yeah, I know, Rick. I thought, hey, at least it'll get cold, but no. And I even found the little knob to turn it up. I turned that baby way up and it's not doing anything. In fact, it even smells a little inside, so I could tell that they went through the ringer with that. I think it rotted some of their meat. Amen to that, Benny. Yep. No, not at all, John. I mean, you figure too, nowadays it's $13 an hour at McDonald's. That's a lot of money. That adds up, man. 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. I mean, that's making way more than. I mean, it's crazy to even think that they're paying $13 an hour at McDonald's because my last best job working at Coletta painting airplanes, I think I was only making 9.50. I mean, it's been a while, but still, like looking back, the fact that now you can work at McDonald's and make basically twice what I used to make. I mean, crazy world, crazy world. Hey, Ian, how you doing, buddy? I, hey, Chad. I mean, I try. I mean, that's whenever I have somebody come at me that tries to tell me I need to get a job, I need to go out and get a real job, stuff like that. I look at it like, you know what? If they knew how much work I actually put in, literally with just the stuff that I do, trapping, like skinning heads, working on all this stuff. I mean, I am working way harder than I would ever work at a 40-hour job or 40-hour week job. I mean, I do a lot more in a week than that. So yes, I don't care that I don't make that much. I mean, sure, it would be nice, but uh, hey, Lisa, how you doing? How's my favorite puppy dog? Don't tell Jenners. More like 16 an hour? Wow. Yeah, yep, I know. Well, that's true because 13 is just what they start with. So good. Glad you guys are doing good. Hopefully you get a buck soon for me to clean. I am up to 58 right now, so absolutely, Bill. That's all it's about. So I try, I try to find as many things that I can to kind of piece it together just to pay the bills. If I make a little extra to get myself a kickstart here and there or a fishing lure, that's great. But for the most part, as long as I can keep the bills paid and have gas to go do what I do, then I enjoy it. So you prefer dome meat? I'll tell you, the doughs look cool on the wall too. So yeah, that's true, Ian. Yep. I mean, it's, living a dream, and I like that you posted that, because just that phrase alone, like, some people tell me, you're living the dream, but when it comes down to it, living the dream entails me not affording things that a lot of people want. My house is small. I don't have much. Like, so it's really just passing up on a lot of the commodities and a lot of the things people enjoy just to be able to get by, but it's worth it to me. Thank you, Chad. Thank you. I mean, it's, definitely jealous for the most part. I know most of those people are jealous, but at the same time, they are they don't understand either. They don't realize how much work I have to do. Just, but I'm not complaining. Like, I mean, if I was complaining and you tell me job, I'm down. I mean, I get it, but the only taxidermy I do is the Euro mounts, Jason, like I've been doing. I'd like to learn how to get into real taxidermy, but hey, Munchie, I would expect that, actually, especially, I mean, they smell pretty dang bad. The ones that are all rutted up, they're pretty stanky. It's nice, but again, Ian, like I said, as far as, not, I can't expect a lot in life, because of, I have to put things aside. Like, even the whole wife and kids thing for me, it's probably out of the picture. I mean, if you're gonna have kids, you got to be responsible enough to go out and make the extra money, put them through college, all that other crap they want to do. I mean, if I'm just making money to get by, I'm better off on my own, because I'm happy just getting by, and if I bring somebody else in my life, chances are they're not going to be happy with that, and I'll have to figure out more. So, and I'm a good enough guy where I would quit everything I did just to, start a life for somebody else. But that's true, Bill. I hated. I mean, like I said, man, even though I know I could easily make more at a minimum wage job nowadays than I ever probably doing this, at least I'm happy, because I used to punch the clock. I'd wake up. I hated my life. I really did. I mean, I had times when I wanted to end it. Not even joking. I mean, there was times where I was so miserable every day, getting up, so tired, worn out. I mean, I had no life. I couldn't do nothing. It was just go to work, go to sleep, go to work, go to sleep. I mean, that's no life. Yes, absolutely, Benny. Yep, absolutely. I mean, I'm not saying it wouldn't be cool to be rich, but it's way out of the cards for me. So I've thought about it, Jason, but the problem is you got to buy lottery tickets to do that, and I don't. So I do think about it from time to time, though. Especially, I seen a guy at Chris Mart the other day, or Lincoln Market, whatever, buying the Mega Millions with his debit card. Most places usually you have to have cash, but I was like, huh, I could, but I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I have a friend here in town, Dan, and he literally buys $100 probably a day in tickets, and he wins sometimes, good money, but for the most part, he just gets his money back. And I don't know. I have enough hobbies. I don't need to add the lottery game to all that. Now, I do have something interesting I want to show you guys. Hopefully, the company doesn't mind. I wouldn't think they would, but I meant to make a video of this new product this weekend, and I did not get to it. Um, that's true. Yeah, $20 a month toward retirement. I have a brand new fishing reel here, guys. It's from a company that I never heard of. It's called Caesar, and they reached out about testing out one of their products, and I gotta say, yeah, it's tough, John. It really is. I was pretty impressed with just the how this reel is made. I have never personally seen a spinning reel with the double handle like this. I mean, that's usually bait casting thing. So bear with me. It hasn't even been put together yet. I was gonna wait and do this in a video, but heck, I got you guys on. I might as well show you guys what she does. So I don't have a knife up here, sadly. But I mean, look at that. That's a pretty cool reel with the double handle there. It's got a nice drag. Again, it's Caesar, and the company they're pretty affordable. I think it was like $40 or something for this. So I really appreciate you guys, that's for sure. But football and being, I do that, Leonard. That's another thing too, is I'm a collector. All the stuff that I dig. I also collect. I have a lot of things you guys will probably never realize I collect. My mom was a hoarder. I'm a hoarder. I gained that from her, but we both hoard objects that are at least worth money in the long run. So I do have lots of collectibles. Oh, I definitely think it could handle a salmon. Absolutely. This is the smaller size too. If I was using for salmon, I'd buy the bigger size up, especially for the spool size. But this size right here, this is going to be my next spring. It'll be my walleye, bass pike reel. So I'm going to throw this on my medium light or my medium heavy, and I'm really looking forward to testing it out. I will be. You guys, it's already ruined, I guess, for some of you, but you'll see. I'll post a video in the next couple days of the unboxing of this, even though I just unboxed it. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to try it. It's just a unique model for a fishing reel. But again, the company is Caesar, and this is the Prospect reel, P series, whatever. But guessing it's made in China because the sticker looks like it's all in Chinese, but I really don't care anymore. A lot of good things are made in China nowadays. You'll never hear me complain about stuff from China. But I was talking about fur market earlier. I should probably continue with that just so I get it finished, because I did write everything down here. Again, skunks are super high right now, guys. So if you're into the fur game, get yourself some skunks if you find them. They're 30 to 50 bucks, I guess, is the average. Mink is only around 10, but that's better than last year. They're up a buck or two from last year. But that's, 10 bucks is usually for probably the bigger one. That'd be a buck mink. The beavers averaging around 15, 20 bucks, so not crazy, but in the long run with the beavers, you also get the castor glands, which they're worth good money too. They're like 20 bucks a pound. So this is 25 to 40, I guess, a pound. So you figure, between the beaver pelt that you sell, the castor, you're looking at like 40 bucks a beaver, and then plus you get the meat. Beaver meat's delicious. I need to do another video. I've done them on here before, but I need to make another one cooking up the beaver. Yesterday I made beaver steaks with some fried potatoes out of the garden. The steaks, all I did was sprinkled minced onion on them and some garlic salt, pan fried in butter, and oh, so freaking good. Beaver is definitely one of my favorites. And thank you, Bill. The skulls also, I clean the skulls. It helps get my bugs through the season, and I can sell the skulls. So I sell the skulls, I sell the pelts, I sell the tails. I've got, normally the fur buyer buys them for a buck a piece, but I had to offer me $2.50 a tail the other day. So I'm going to be selling him all my tails. He also wants to buy the carcasses, which I explained to him that I take a bunch of meat off. He said that's fine, but he's going to be using the carcasses for bear bait, so that's pretty cool. You might not want to know that answer, Chad. There's a lot of different things they do with castor glands, but the main thing, and you can look it up if you don't believe me, is imitation vanilla. I mean, there's stuff you eat that has castor stuff in it. So your friend added pork. Pork is usually what I add. Pork is usually what I add to my venison. But the other day I did grind. I already had some beaver meat, the back, leg quarters. I just ground that all up with my venison, so it'll be good. Oh, for his pets. There you go. Beaver tastes like beef. Hands down, it is just like beef. I'm telling you, I love the back straps. I'll take the back straps off. You'll have that little film, kind of like you do on venison, the shiny film. You cut that off because it's gristly. And once you do that, it's literally probably the best slice of beef that you'll ever have. It's really unbelievable. And Rick was unsure because I had a roast going in it. And I told him, and when I pulled some out, that's what the kicker was. When I pulled a piece out and he seen how it flaked apart and stuff, it looked just like beef. He says, "Okay, I'll try it." He liked it. He really liked it. It is good. I mean, honestly, I could go a season without getting a deer. I could load that freezer up with beaver, and I would be happy as heck. And I am happy. I mean, the beavers that I'm catching right now, that's what I'm doing with them. So I am bummed though. I want to say this too, guys, because I found out the hard way. I think I've caught 5 kit beavers, which are the babies. I don't like catching babies, but it happens. And the kits, I realized today that I cannot get them they will not fit on my hoops. So pretty much getting thrown away, but I will save the glands, the skulls, and some of the meat off of them. But it sucks. Those baby beavers will not fit on my hoops, and yeah, they rip really too. They rip. I was trying to get the hooks on them, like on these beaver hoops. This is what a hoop is, guys. But you see these hooks right here. I was trying to put these hooks through the young beavers today, but they were ripping pretty bad. So, but yeah, it sucks. I tried making this hoop as small as I could, and those little beavers, I was able to get 2 of them to work on it, but they were just a kind of medium size, I guess. So it is a shame. I ended up having to waste those, but I'll still sell the tail, the glands, all that other stuff of them. So, oh, got a guy messaging me about his deer. But yeah, this week, guys, I know that's the thing too though, Bill, is with the prices of stuff right now, I can't afford buying plywood, just as an extra. I just can't really see myself buying the plywood for that right now. So, hey Kevin, good to see you too, buddy. Hope you're having a good weekend. I would like to have some plywood ones made up, but thank you, Leonard. Yeah, if you haven't already hit that thumbs up, guys, I do appreciate it. I also want to say this too. If you have any friends or family that like the outdoor stuff, have them come check the channel out. Have them hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. It's been really a drag lately trying to grow this channel, and I'm trying, man. I work my butt off on here, so yeah, it sucks, Bill, because I have to keep all that little stuff in mind, that every little investment into it, whether or not it's going to actually pay off, is tough. And especially, I'm going to say this right now, even if the kit beavers, if I could have got them to stretch, which, trust me, I tried like hell, if they would have stretched, they might not sell. I have brought beautifully stretched out small beavers before, not the babies, but the medium babies I've brought to the fur buyer, and sometimes they toss them aside. And even, from what I was reading, they want mostly the bigger ones. So yeah, probably would have, even if I put the money into the plywood and stuff and made those up, probably got trashed anyway. It's going to be a little louder in my house now, because I've got 2 kittens in here, so, and they're little monsters. I'm always nervous, John. I really am. I'm good at hiding it, but I always have something up here that I'm playing with in my fingers, whether it be a rubber band or I need to get one of them fidget spinners. But yeah, it's been crazy busy this week, guys. Like I said, I really wanted to hunt all weekend, but I had to get out and check traps. And so I hunted all day yesterday, but then today I had to go and check the traps, so I kind of missed out on today as far as hunting goes. But I'm going to try to flip-flop. Like, I'm going to hunt tomorrow, I'll check traps the next day, hunt the next day. That's the nice thing about running traps that kill, like the conibear traps. I don't have to worry about a live animal, so, I don't stress out during the day that there's something in a trap. I already know they're down. So I was even thinking about doing the coons, because if you watch my you know that I absolutely love catching coons. It's one of my favorite things to do. Super easy. I'd like to hit a year one time where I catch 100 coons. I know I could do it probably in 2 weeks, but again, prices. That was something too that I wrote down. They're averaging $5, which is, it's not horrible. There's been seasons when they haven't sold at all, but yeah, coons are only about $5. So when I look at it all, and it does take more time putting them up as far as fleshing goes, because they're super greasy. I mean, I don't know how many times the fleshing knife has fallen out of my hand because my hand's being so greasy. But yeah, it's more work doing the the coons than it is a beaver, really. I mean, beavers are hard to flesh, but at least they're not totally greasy, so it's a little better. But yeah, seems how it's only $5 right now. I'm gonna leave it alone because I was gonna go out and buy like a case of sardines and do my whole thing. I know I could have fun. I know I could catch a bunch and possums and everything else too. But the main market right now is skunks. I really need to find. I need to find some skunks. So, oh, you seen a coon? Did you see a coon tonight, Rick? If you guys missed out, which I know a lot of you did because I mentioned it earlier, but Rick yesterday had a very cool experience. He actually had a bobcat yesterday, a big bobcat walk right up to his feet. I guess it was only about 5 feet away, and he was sitting there talking to it and everything, which I would have too. I mean, that's a very cool experience. So, oh, big black coon, that's cool. Yeah, probably a big boar all primed out. This time of year, they're definitely nice and prime. Oh, I bet, man. I couldn't live, I love having a lot of different opportunities up here as far as woods go. I could go just about anywhere. Next season, I'm really looking into trying to find a public spot that I can walk way back into or both maybe. Hey, Cooper boys, how you guys doing? But I'm thinking about next year doing something like that because I have seen a lot of really big bucks come off of state land this year. It's been pretty impressive. So, but yeah, it is a bummer on fur prices. Like I said, those skunks are ridiculously high, but most of our skunks are denning up right now, so it's hard to find them. Um, yeah, everything else, I wouldn't mind if I caught an otter. I'm not gonna lie, I'll be excited, but at the same time, I really don't want to. The prices aren't good, and I do love otters. I like watching them, so I really don't want to catch one if I can't make much. But oh yeah, there sure is. Yeah, I mean, there's duck hunting opportunities all over the state of Michigan. I can't even think. I'm sure every county has some good duck hunting, but yeah, Muskegon would be really good though because you're so close to the Great Lakes, Lake Michigan that you'd have a lot of different diver ducks and stuff. So. I've been trying to think about that. Hard part is like my skinning barn it's open. It's there's not much room in there for me to really do any filming, and it probably would be hard to see me. It's not even the most well lit area. Uh, I have been thinking about doing that though, especially for the skinning and that. As far as educational videos on the trapping go, though, I would feel like that's what I've already done because I do have coon videos out. I've got mink videos out, beaver videos, muskrat videos. I have separate videos for different things as far as trapping goes. But yeah, the fleshing and putting fur up is something I should work on. I've seen a lot of guys do that, but I've done some in the past though, and they don't get very many views. So it's hard to put it in there, but and I do have some good eating videos too. I know I've got at least one or two beaver cook videos on here with other stuff too. But the season's right now, actually, duck season. At least, well, for my area, I don't think Muskegon's in my area. I think that's it might be in the south part. But my season goes till the end of the month, and the south part should go later. I think the south goes a week later than me, but yeah, you've got till the end of the month. Plus, you've got there's always the late hunt in December. It's for a weekend, so um, yeah, absolutely. Yep. Sardines. I don't think you can beat sardines for bait. You really can't. If you watch my trapping videos, it's insane how easy it is to use sardines, especially in those dog-proof traps, because you can just drop some chunks of that meat down below the trigger, and they have to work at it. They have to hit that trigger to get the sardine out. So it's really, if you ask me, that's the best way to. That is the very best way to catch catch coons. It's super easy. I did get one person messaged me today. Hey Tim, I'm doing good, buddy. I hope you had a good weekend. Um, somebody did message me today about getting a couple coons off their property because they're having problems with them, and it's actually in town in Oscoda. The coons are getting their cat food, so I'll probably do a video catching them this week. But again, I'm not going to purposely target them hard because I just wouldn't make the money into it. I don't mind catching a few things like the muskrat line I'm running right now. That's only going to be a buck or two a piece. I just like doing it for some content. Getting this mixed content out for you guys is nice. Coons are only going for about $5. So I know I agree, Kevin, but if I could, it's hard to justify being able to do it if you can't make your gas money back and the money for all the sardines and everything else. I mean, it's so costly. I do love catching them, but yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's very true, Jason. Especially in town in Oscoda. I mean, but she has pictures on her Ring camera of two very big boar coons. It looks like that are there, but yeah, you definitely never know with coons. But I'm just gonna do that for. I told her $20 a piece. I was gonna do it for free, but I got to make some gas money, and that'll cover the gas for me to go run my trap line on the river. So, but I will be like I said, with the prices of only $1 or $2 for muskrats, and that's even for the big rats. As much as I love catching them and I love working on them, only getting $1 for this it sucks. But I caught some so that I could get a video of it and put that out. The most expensive fur right now is skunks. Skunks are very high price right now, but it's hard to get into them because of most of them are denning up. I'm sure I'll get some this winter though. People always call me to go get rid of some, so when they do, I'll get them. But yeah, skunks are going between 30 and $50. It's insane. It's never been that high. And the reason for this, guys, is hey, how you doing? It's because people are buying them not only to hang up on their wall, they're hanging some on the wall, but also hats. That's why the tails are selling so good. Is people are wanting to wear the skunk hats again, which has always been kind of a gift shop item, if you will, and that's what they're going from. So Uz- Uzbekistan, I can't say that. I'm sorry, I'm not very good. I don't want to sound bad, but welcome to the channel. But yeah, skunks are definitely the high price right now, guys. But I am going to pull the muskrat traps on Tuesday, and I'm going to start putting out more sets for beaver. I'm going to set a lot more beaver sets to make up for it. But bobcats, well, we don't. I can't say we don't. There are some cougars in Michigan, but not a lot of them. But there's no season on them, so you can't trap them or hunt them or nothing. But bobcats though are usually fairly high. They're probably still around $100. At one point they were two something, but yeah, the bobcats are usually pretty high price. But like I said though, the highest priced as far as ease of catching and working and stuff is the skunks. And to be honest, right now it's mostly a tail market. You could literally, if you find skunks on the side of the road, if there's a lot of white on them, you can cut those tails right off and make 30 to $50 just for a tail. I mean, that's insane. I've never in my life heard of that. It's pretty impressive, but again, it's been hard to find them. I know where I was metal detecting, there's a whole bunch of skunk holes there. It's pretty crazy. Like not just the dig holes we were talking about earlier, but literal dens. They've got dens all over on that piece of property. But honestly, I'm probably going to sell them again I went to F&T or J&K Fur Exchange in Whittemore is where I went for most of my life. Ever since I was a kid, that's where I went, and that's probably where I'm going to go again. So that's where I like to go. The last time I sold furs, I can't remember who it was that I met, but I met somebody at F&T, and they kind of screwed me, if you ask me. So yeah. There was one year that coons went up. I mean, they were 27, I think, each. I believe it was 2012. It was the record, definitely the highest year ever. So, yeah, over by your place. You got it, Jason. I forgot about that. Yeah, there's a bunch of skunk dens over there, all over on in those empty, basically fields. And legally I could trap that. I really, I could legally trap those with live traps, but you know as well as I do, there's an awful lot of bad people out there on that base. So I don't want to be losing traps. In fact, I pulled a big chunk of my muskrat line today because somebody was messing with that too. And that's, I was going to call Rick earlier to tell him, but yeah, it was clear somebody had messed with that because the first 12 traps were all set off, which is not, if one or two was set off with nothing, I'd understand. But to have 12 already set off like that, no, that's weird. One of them was even pulled up. I've got them, if you watch the video, they're on the PVC poles. One of them was lifted up on the pole like somebody was trying to pull it off. So I did pull all those. So I am going to try to focus more further upstream to get away from people. But yeah, it's that much for the tail. Not even kidding. Yep, you can literally cut off the tails and take them in to the fur buyers. But good luck finding them because people know, and people know that it's worth it. And most of the trappers are grabbing skunks right away off the road now. So I haven't seen a roadkill skunk since you guys told me about the prices being up. 20 bucks for small, 30 for large. That's pretty cool, especially unskinned. That's crazy. I haven't heard of that before. Like I said, 27 was what I thought that same year that coons were 27, muskrats were record high of 17, I think it was, which is crazy. The year after that happened, I went all out. I caught almost 400 muskrats. It was my record year, but that was the year that it dropped, and I only got about $5 a piece. So, all right, guys, it's past my time. I got to get off. I got skinned 3 deer heads tonight before I can settle down. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video this week. Have a good week, guys. I'm going to be working my butt off to get you good content. So thank you very much for everything you guys do. I appreciate y'all. And yeah, have a good night.